We have Chinese stocks stealing the show today. I have some news to share with you on that one, and I do think that they could pump further. We'll take a look at some of the charts on that, and then also an American company that's benefiting as a result of the news out of China, and then also a penny stock for you at the end here. So things like YINN, which is triple leverage for Chinese stocks. We'll check that out. And then we also have BABA and Pinduoduo, PDD. We'll look at that. Tesla, and then BBAI. So BBAI is the penny stock kicker at the end. So let's put up some of these charts that we see here. First and foremost, before the charts, we got the news out of China. So Chinese Politburo, I don't know how to pronounce that, unveils loose monetary stance. So if we click on this thing here and we check it out, we see that it has a direct influence on stance of People's Bank of China, which stated to embrace here's the key phrase here, moderately loose strategy for monetary policy. This is a very bullish thing for Chinese stocks. And so they are moving a lot in the pre-market hours. And then if I go back here and then scroll up, you can see here, China inflation rate below estimates. This is also very good pump that we have, pardon me, coming out of China as well. So looking at those two things and taking them into consideration, will they impact the markets? Well, I would say absolutely. So let's switch over to the charts and you'll see just how this news was received out of China. So popping this up here for you, this is China Bull 3X shares. So YINN is the ticker. And for this one, we closed at $29 on Friday. Well, in the pre-market hours this morning, we are up at, for YINN, $34 per share. So a nice gap up. Then you can see the last time when they talked about quantitative easing, the skyrocket that we've absolutely taken there, that rocket ship ride. So this could be the start of a movement, maybe not as strong as we had before, but it should still be something to allow some upside. Following what we got before, we at least have this resistance, historical resistance right around $39 per share. So that could give over a 10% climb from where it's at right now. That could actually be, let me see, closer to like 16% up from where it's at right now. And if we switch over from there over to BABA Ran, having a nice little start here to the morning. Where did we close at on Friday? We closed at $85.93 and we're up over $91 per share in the pre-market hours this morning. We are up above the 200-day, which is bullish, but down below the 50 EMA and SMA, which is sort of mixed signals in the short term bearish. We got a nice little touch here, bounce, almost a retest, but then the news this morning really acting as that catalyst. And if we go over to Pinduoduo, you can see similarly where we had higher lows happening here and some higher highs happening, coming off the bottom of that right now. So up about 10% in the pre-market hours this morning. And now, mind you, these aren't alone. When we look at this, we can also look at XPeng, for example, that we closed. Let me see where we closed at. We closed at, on Friday, $12.50. We're up to $13.48. And then Lee Motors up about 7% in the pre-market. JD.com up $40, so 8.15% the pre-market hours as I record this one. And then NEO would be another one worth mentioning, up about 6%. Man, if we can just get back up above that 200-day on that one, we could have that rocket ship ride on NEO. This one might, if that momentum can hold out, be one of the outperformers that we have on a percentage basis. So the American company that benefits from this is Tesla itself. And so for Tesla, I've been reporting on this for quite a while now, and I said, hey, we could possibly get that climb from 384 if 350 holds. Well, 350 held, and take that look. We got 384 on Friday, and now we're teasing that 400 mark coming out of this. And some of that news out of China might help us out with the numbers that we're getting here. Now, mind you, that easy monetary policy, that Politburo, I still can't pronounce it, has reported on, said that it will keep it that way through 2025. That could be a good thing for Tesla deliveries. So this could directly impact revenues and the bottom line that they have as well. With that easy stance out there, some easy lending policy, maintaining low interest rates, that could be a very good boon for Tesla, which is already on its own bullish path up above 397. Now up here, this white line that you see across the screen, this 414.50 is on a split adjusted basis, the all-time high for Tesla that was set back in, I think, 2021, maybe November of 2021. And we're getting darn close to that. We are just within a couple percent of an all-time high price for Tesla. Watch for a rejection. We also have a Fibonacci value up there, 418.33. So if we're able to stay up above this resistance that we have here at 396, and I think that we will be able to, I think that all-time high for Tesla is in the cards. I think that it's on its way, and we have some favorable conditions, in the U.S. markets right now, and with the China market maybe coming into a bit of confluence that could really help us in order to get there. Plus, we've talked about this before on this channel, if you haven't seen it, it's the whole Trump tie-in. I thought that the support was a very good thing, the endorsement for Tesla stock, I should say. And so we're seeing that so far with those favorable conditions, and we should see some more excitement carry us onto those new all-time highs. 418.33 just above that, and up above that 429 if you want to know to the upside from the numbers that I have on here. All right, let's wrap things up with the penny stock that I've been talking about on here, and that's BBAI, the Big Bear AI company that we have on this, incorporated, if you will. So pre-market, $3.70. We've been on this rocket ride so far. I bought into this at $1.77. So that takes us, what does that take us all the way back to? Takes us all the way back to mid-November. I think it was on Tuesday the 19th. I'd have to go back and check my buys and sells, which you can see over at the Discord, available through the Patreon link down in the description. Also, these technicals are available before they hit YouTube over at the Discord as well. Check out that link in the description. And by the way, you guys, you can do this technical analysis yourself by using the link for Stockmo Academy and learn how to do the technical analysis, learn how to trade using the bread recipe trading strategy. Very successful strategy that I use myself. Stockmo developed it. It's absolutely wonderful, clean, and easy to set up. The course talks you exactly how to do that. There's also an options course over there with the bread recipe framework that you can check out. And as an educational professional myself, having 17 years and a doctorate in education, I can tell you that it is a very solidly well put together course, just absolutely top notch. And the trading strategy that you get out of it is even better. So check out that link for Stockmo Academy. Use the code word doctor when you sign up. So for Big Bear Interactive, as we're watching this move at 374 now in the pre-market, and we'll see if we have this resistance fully broken at 352. You can see the rejection that we got last time. Guys, we have room up to $4 per share, about 402, and we're actually breaking out of the top of a consolidation pattern. So if we take this down to a weekly basis, there we go, instead of the daily basis, reset the view, you can see a little bit more of this near-term consolidation pattern that we're on, and breaking out of the top of this, which we peekabooed a little bit last week. But if we can get solidly on top of that, we have a big movement to the upside. Now we are overbought on a daily basis and on a weekly basis, but something to take a look at on a monthly basis as per the RSI. And let me see if I can stretch this out here for you so you can get a really good look at it. That's volume, but just below that, there we go. We are just getting into bullish territory on a longer-term trend basis for Big Bear AI, BBAI. So this one that has been available, I've been talking about it since it was under $2, and it's at 2x plus since that time, and we'll see if it keeps on going with its momentum that it's got right now. And like I said, you guys can see all those technicals. You can see them as I put them out over at the Discord. I end up talking about them eventually on YouTube, but by then sometimes movements happen. And sometime like this one, I think there could still be a bit further upside for this penny stock. Being a penny stock, it is a volatile thing. We want to make sure that we're paying attention to the extra risk that comes along with penny stocks, because a lot of them, including Big Bear AI, are profitless, and they tend to go to zero 9 out of 10 times or greater. So you just got to be careful with something like that, that they usually are momentum type movements. And this is a company here that might be in a bigger uptrend, where we'll have to see what happens. But we have a lot of confluence, a lot of signs for us right now that there could be further upside that takes us well over $4 per share. We're just going to have to watch and see. Make sure you pay attention to those Chinese stocks today and over the next few days, because they could have some significant upside even after the pop that they've had this morning. And then Tesla, I think, is going to put in that new all-time high. I think it's coming for us probably before the end of the year. Just keep an eye on that 414.50 is that number to beat. We'll probably get a significant rejection off of it at first if we do get up that high, but then watch for the retest on support, because after that, if support holds, that's probably where we'll find that next rocket ship from Tesla. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. Remember, my friends, that learning is earning. We'll see you next video.